When you get rich, tell no one. Machiavelli's strategy. 1. Power is silent. True power never announces itself. The richest men in history didn't wear their wealth. They wore silence. Machiavelli understood that influence grows when people underestimate you. The moment you flaunt success, you awaken envy, expectation, and attention, the three enemies of peace. The Stoic man knows that what's valuable loses its purity when paraded. Real power whispers. It doesn't need validation. 2. Envy is the shadow of success. Every rise attracts resentment. When you show your wealth, you summon the envious, those who smile at your face while secretly wishing your downfall. Machiavelli would say, if you must reveal something, reveal weakness. The more people think you're still struggling, the safer you are. Stoicism teaches indifference to praise. Machiavelli teaches concealment from envy. Together, they form an unbreakable shield. 3. Silence keeps you dangerous. The loud man announces his victories. The wise man hides his plans. When you keep quiet about your fortune, you become unpredictable. No one knows your limits, your reach, or your influence. People respect mystery because mystery breeds fear. A Stoic doesn't fear being misunderstood. He fears being too predictable. 4. Wealth attracts pretenders. Money changes not only you, but how others see you. Once people know you're rich, you'll no longer meet friends. You'll meet opportunists, flatterers, and secret competitors. Machiavelli warns, those who benefit from you will pretend loyalty, but only until they find someone richer. The Stoic defends himself by removing attachment from approval. He gives, but never seeks, gratitude. 5. The art of remaining ordinary. There's a genius in blending in while being exceptional. Pretend to be average while moving like a king. Drive modestly, dress simply, speak humbly. Let no one sense how far you've come. The Roman Stoics like Epictetus lived as servants, yet their wisdom shaped emperors. Machiavelli's advice would be, appear harmless, act strategically, and strike only when necessary. 6. The moment you announce, you lose control. When you expose your success, you hand others the power to define it. They'll compare, critique, and twist your story until you become a character in their gossip. Silence robs them of that power. Stoics seek inner peace, not outer validation, and that peace only survives in privacy. 7. Guard your peace like treasure. Wealth isn't measured in currency, but in calmness. The higher your status, the more noise the world makes around you. When you hide your riches, you also hide your peace. Machiavelli believed in preserving strength for moments that matter, not wasting it defending your reputation. Protect your mental space the way kings guard their crown. 8. Don't explain, don't justify. The poor man asks how, the envious man asks why him. When you start explaining your rise, you step down from power. Stoicism teaches that explanation is a form of seeking validation. You owe no one the blueprint to your success. Let your results confuse them. Let silence answer every question. 9. The more you show, the more they expect. Once people see your abundance, they'll demand a share. Time, money, favors, opportunities. Suddenly your energy becomes public property. Machiavelli warns, generosity must be calculated. Give strategically, not emotionally. A Stoic helps others, but never at the cost of his own foundation. 10. Control the narrative by saying nothing. Silence is the most strategic form of communication. People fill your silence with their own assumptions, and that's power. Machiavelli would call this invisible influence. The wise man doesn't correct every rumor. He lets uncertainty work in his favor. The Stoic nods, smiles, and keeps walking. Mystery protects. Talking exposes. 11. True respect comes from discipline, not display. When you tell no one, your actions become your loudest message. People feel your energy without seeing your possessions. Machiavelli valued discipline because it builds quiet authority, the kind that doesn't need luxury to command attention. The Stoic adds to this. Self-control is the ultimate currency. 12. The danger of validation. Once you share your riches, your motivation shifts from building wealth to proving it. You start buying not what you need, but what others can see. Stoicism kills that disease at its root. It reminds you, you're not in competition, you're in control. Machiavelli would add, control yourself and you control the world. 13. Move like a shadow. Every empire is built in the dark before it shines in the light. Your silence is your camouflage. Move quietly, build privately, and let your results erupt like thunder when it's too late for envy to interfere. The Stoic lives by reason. The strategist moves by timing. 14. Be the mystery they can't solve. Let people wonder what you do, how you earn, or where you're heading. Ambiguity is armor. The more they guess, the less they plan against you. Machiavelli's brilliance was in mastering perception, and perception is most powerful when you reveal nothing. Let your absence say more than your presence ever could. 15. Let peace be your luxury. At the end, the richest man isn't the one who shows his gold, it's the one who sleeps with no fear of betrayal. Silence keeps your peace intact. Privacy keeps your empire safe. Machiavelli's strategy and Stoic wisdom meet at one truth. The man who controls what he reveals